Welcome to Business Book Daily, where we pull one useful idea from one business book and turn it into something you can actually use. Today's book is Cash Copy by Jeffrey Lant. Lant is a marketing author, copywriter, and direct response strategist known for teaching entrepreneurs how to write sales messages that move prospects to act. Before we get into the book, today's episode is sponsored by CommissionOnly.com. Want to sell more without adding fixed sales salaries? Many companies hire commission-only reps, experienced sellers who get paid only when they produce. Post your opportunity on CommissionOnly.com and get in front of motivated reps who are already looking for performance-based roles. That's CommissionOnly.com. Now back to Cash Copy. The big idea is simple. Copy should not just describe a product or service. It should make prospects want the offer enough to act. A lot of businesses write copy that sounds professional but does not sell. It explains the company. It lists features. It shares credentials. It adds a few safe phrases like trusted solutions and innovative service, which usually means the copy has put on a blazer and forgotten its job. But prospects are busy, distracted, and skeptical. They are not reading your sales page because they want a tour of your internal talking points. They want to know what the offer does for them, why it matters, why they should believe it, and what they should do next. Cash Copy takes a direct response view of marketing. Strong copy sells by understanding what prospects want, making the offer clear, proving the value, creating urgency, and asking directly for the sale. The first concept is leading with the prospect's desire. Strong copy starts with what the reader wants, not what the company wants to say. A prospect may want more sales, less stress, better health, more status, fewer mistakes, faster results, or a clearer path forward. The copy should enter the conversation already happening in that person's mind. This matters because buyers do not start by caring about your company. They start by caring about their own problem, goal, fear, or opportunity. If your opening does not connect to that, the rest of the copy has to work much harder. The second concept is making the offer easy to understand. Confused people do not buy. The copy should make the product, promise, audience, benefit, price, and next step clear. If the reader has to work too hard to understand what is being sold, the message will lose them before the offer has a chance. Clarity beats cleverness almost every time. A clever headline may impress the marketing team. A clear headline helps the buyer understand why they should keep reading. The third concept is turning features into benefits. Features explain what something is. Benefits explain why it matters. For example, includes weekly coaching calls is a feature. Get direct help before small problems turn into expensive mistakes is a benefit. Comes with a dashboard is a feature. See your numbers clearly without digging through 5 different reports is a benefit. Strong copy translates product details into outcomes the buyer values. It answers the silent question every prospect is asking. So what? The fourth concept is building belief before asking for action. Prospects need reasons to trust the offer. Proof can come from testimonials, examples, guarantees, credentials, results, demonstrations, case studies, or a clear explanation of how the product works. The stronger the promise, the more proof the copy needs. If you make a small promise, you need some proof. If you make a big promise, you need serious proof. If you make a giant promise with no proof, congratulations, you have created internet noise with a buy button. Good copy does not just create desire, it reduces doubt. The fifth concept is asking clearly for the sale. Copy should not drift away at the end. It should tell the prospect exactly what to do next and why action now makes sense. That may mean booking a call, buying the product, requesting a quote, starting a trial, replying to the message, or filling out a form. A clear call to action reduces hesitation. It turns interest into movement. And in business, that matters. Vague interest does not pay invoices. Clear action does. So how do you apply this? Start by reviewing one sales page, email, ad, proposal, or landing page. Ask whether the opening speaks to the prospect's problem or desire, or whether it begins with company-centered information. Next, rewrite the offer in plain language. Make it clear who it is for, what it helps them do, why it is valuable, and what happens next. Remove anything that sounds impressive but does not help the buyer decide. Then strengthen the proof. Add customer examples, results, testimonials, guarantees, process details, or simple explanations that make the promise more believable. Finally, sharpen the call to action. Tell the reader exactly what to do, whether that means booking a call, buying the product, requesting a quote, starting a trial, or replying to the message. Good copy should make the next step obvious. Here are 3 insights worth sharing. First, copy does not sell because it sounds clever. It sells when the prospect sees their problem, believes the promise, and understands the next step. Second, features tell buyers what they get. Benefits tell them why they should care. Third, weak copy makes the customer do the thinking. Strong copy connects the problem, promise, proof, and action in one clear path. Cash copy is worth reading if you write sales pages, emails, ads, brochures, direct mail, or offers and want them to sell more clearly. It is also useful if you want a direct response approach to turning product value into stronger buyer motivation. You might skip it if you want a modern brand storytelling guide instead of a direct response copywriting book. Today's closing sponsor is memoirghostwriting.com. Many of the best business books begin as ideas leaders have been refining for years, frameworks, philosophies, and lessons learned the hard way. Writing the book forces those ideas into clear form, and once they're on the page, they can travel far beyond a single conversation or presentation. At memoirghostwriting.com, we write memoirs and business books for entrepreneurs, founders, executives, and industry experts. We handle the interviews, structure, writing, editing, design, and publishing, so the final product is polished, professional, and built around your voice. If you've ever thought about what a business book could do for your authority, speaking, consulting, lead generation, or legacy, visit memoirghostwriting.com. That's it for today's Business Book Daily. One book, one useful idea, and one smarter way to build.